Welcome back to Talkative. I'm your guy, Mac is Legend.
Overtime Chris.
We back in the building telling y'all some good stuff today. First off, I want to say this. You guys have been tuning in to Talkative through YouTube, through SoundCloud, and through iTunes. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Please go out there right now and what is it? I want you to review and rate.
On iTunes, it's review.
Yeah.
And rate, just let us know how you feel about the show. It helps with our ranking and you being able to find the show and people be able to access the show.
Thank you.
Easily.
Yes.
Because right now we're kind of,
we're kind of hidden.
We're in the fray.
Yeah.
We're in the fray. So, on Dust.
Oh, shoot.
I'm like, what is you doing with your
I'm trying to find what people, because I'm trying to find what somebody wrote, man.
Okay. So on SoundCloud, you can, I think it's follow.
Follow
If you have a SoundCloud account, follow us on SoundCloud.
Do it now. Please. Don't be fucking around. Go ahead and do it now.
Do it right now.
Because why it's fresh. We said this at the beginning, but some guy, Laker for Life 24.
I saw that one.
That was a dope one.
I responded to somebody on SoundCloud.
Oh, well, this one's on iTunes.
Oh, you're on iTunes. Okay.
Yeah, so on iTunes, we got my guy, phenomenal podcast, Real Talk, Real Topics. He gave us some love. We got another one, B. George. Nothing but love, so please go out there, get on that. I want to see it on iTunes because that's where I listen to most of my podcasts. Practically.
I go between Apple and the Apple Podcast app and this one called, what is it called? Castbox. I like Castbox because...
Wait, spell that? How you spell that?
Cast.
Like CAST. Castbox.
Yeah, Castbox. It's a good app. We'll be on there at some point once I figure out how to get that. I definitely want to get us on there as well.
My guy Chris. Yeah. Look, y'all don't understand. This dude is an engineer.
Yeah.
By far. Putting us on all these spots.
I do.
We also want y'all to definitely check out, my guys on Idris. Idris. The best way to say it, if you can't do it,
man.
Idris.
Because I can't roll my tongue.
Yeah, if you say Idris, but if you can't roll your tongue,
okay,
it's like Idris. So Idris.com.
Idris, okay.
Yeah, so Idris.com. I told you about that. Got some dope shoes coming.
Man.
Dude, you already, I saw it too. I know.
I can't wait to see them, man.
I can't wait to show the people, man. I can't wait to pull them up,
Mac was like, you can't get yours till I get mine.
Yeah, I'm serious about that. I said, look, if it's something dope coming out, I got to at least say, nah, these joints are fly. Now you can get you a pair.
Man. Because I designed a real slick pair. I was and they were for you, but I was just like, they in my...
Bruh.
It's in my bookmark.
Well, don't get me wrong, man.
As soon as you get them, and you like, oh my God, Chris. He gonna be like, good God.
Yeah, you already know.
I'm gonna be like, right up on the computer, like, let me get mine right now.
Dude, I'm not mad at you, man. I can't wait to show these puppies to all of y'all. I think they'd be really hot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to my homeboy Jawad, man, for doing all this. He's a great dude for this, man.
I cannot wait to see them joints, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next thing I want to say real quick is Thursday, June 21st. I'll be at the Bethesda Indochino showroom.
Nice.
Doing this whole custom suits and whiskey thing.
Oh, okay.
So Uncle Nearest.
Is that Bethesda Row?
That's a good question. Bethesda Row?
Is that, that dish? It's like a shopping area in Bethesda.
I imagine it is. I mean, I know it's gonna be in a fly location, Bethesda, but that's a good question. I don't know if it's.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, see if it is. But I will tell y'all this.
Am I in the house or?
Bruh, can you come?
Is it invite only?
Bruh, no. Listen.
Okay.
You know what? I think it might be. So if y'all if you want to come, the best way to kind of hit me up is either to just email us at hellotalkative@gmail.com. Let us know that you want to be there. But Chris, absolutely, bro.
Okay.
If I'm there, if they tell me you can't come, then guess what? I can't come. That's how I roll.
I like that.
There's a few people that I can roll with like that, but you can't let my man Chris in the building.
Man.
I got a problem with that. So, Chris, you definitely could be there, man. Matter of fact, you getting your wedding, your groomsmen suits from there, right?
It's already here. I told you.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I got it I got that in like 2 weeks. Like 2. It did not take long at all.
Well, since we got fitted, you went and got
fit. No, we got fitted a long time ago. Remember, I went.
Oh, that's right, because we were gonna get another suit before.
So they already had my measurements.
Right.
So that time that we went, I don't know, it was like what, a couple months back.
Right. It was.
Whatever. It was like a couple months back. I went in there and I put my order in. I literally got my suit. I want to say in 2 weeks, but I'm gonna say 3 just to be.
Damn.
I got it real quick.
I mean, think about that though.
The
turnaround,
suit, and it was, I got to get some alterations done.
Of course,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever. But overall, I put that thing on Mac, and I just, I felt like you in one of them Best Man Made videos. I was like, oh my gosh.
Bruh, like, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, the suit you get off the rack, ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, you gotta know where you at, okay? Yeah. If you in a place where you gotta get a suit off the rack, no problem.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But if you do that, go get it tailored at least.
Absolutely.
Because tailored ain't gonna cost you about maybe another $70 to $100 somewhere in there.
It's about $70.
About $70, right?
Yeah.
Get your jacket and your pants tailored, you know what I'm saying? But if you can get to that next level, which would be a custom suit, go ahead and check out Indochino.
You can't go wrong with Indochino.
I do.
Man. They giving you a full custom suit for like $350, $400.
Come on.
And
I'm trying to tell people
premium linen.
Exactly.
Okay?
Premium.
You put that on.
That bitch on. Yeah, exactly.
You just in the mirror like I said. I can't wait for Mac to see
Dude,
me in this.
I'm trying to tell you, I want to see it. I want to see it. Matter of fact, can you? Dude, can you? Well, it's for your wedding day. You probably don't want to wear it.
I ain't going.
Yeah. About to say, you might want to wear it for the event though. Think on that. Because if you can wear it for the event, it's an Indochino event. If nothing else, if it gets fucked up, I'm sure they'll fix it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll probably wear it.
Because that way, when y'all see us, we take our pictures, we up in there. Yeah, wear it, man. Rock it. Because I'm going to rock one of my suits from Indochino. But I'm going to tell you what. I can't wait because I already know my shit is going to be fly. You going to have your shit on. Oh, yeah. We're going to be fly.
We're going to be fly, man.
So if y'all can come.
I clean up nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll actually get a haircut by then, I'm sure.
Man, every episode I got a hat on.
Dude,
it's just like we catch the podcast. We do the podcast at times when I don't have a haircut.
Dude, who are you telling?
One of these times I'm not going to have a hat on. I promise y'all I got hair, but it's just not looking right now.
I'm trying to tell you, brother, the past few Best Man Made videos, normally I got a fresh cut, man. I can't believe I don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of bothering me a little bit, but, whatever, man.
I'm in there tomorrow. See, I get my hair cut tomorrow and we recording today.
See what I'm saying? We got to record when we can,
timing,
though.
Yeah.
But definitely come through Thursday, June 21st. If you want to make it out there, I think there is a list. So make sure you send me an email, hellotalkative@gmail.com. Let me know you want to get on the list. I'll make sure you're on the list. Come through, show some love, because even if you don't want to get a suit,
right,
that's fine. I got some of that Uncle Nearest whiskey. I'm gonna have some of this right here, ready for you to sample in the Bethesda area. So even if you're in DC, Virginia, hell, if you're down in daggone North Carolina, make the hike. It's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely worth it, people.
We'll shoot some video. You'll be in another video with with Mac is Legend Overtime Chris.
To confirm, Indochino is in Bethesda Row.
I'll be damned.
Yup, it is in Bethesda Row. So,
Bethesda Row's fly, huh?
It's pretty fly.
Yeah. It might be kind of a real swanky spot, but we're going to keep it real. I ain't going to say, we're going to keep it down to earth.
Keep it, okay. Yeah, I
ain't going to say,
keep it G?
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, you'll keep it G up in there?
Walk in there like, yo, what's up, man? Where them suits at, yeah? Trying to drink me a suit, bruh.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, that's what we doing?
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what time we on?
Hey, watch out, I got my gun in my back. You got to make sure. Golly, this dude done got gangster.
He gonna have the leather joint with the leather little straps.
Yeah, the little straps right there with the gun holster.
Yeah.
They be like, I'm trying to get suited, but can you make it so it's custom underneath that?
Oh man.
Let me not get the people at Indochino worried. Now, we're not gonna come up in there like that. He's a good folk, man.
So roll like that.
So even if you one of the ladies, come through, see us Thursday, June 21st in Bethesda.
That'd be good times, man.
I'll do some more posting about that.
Definitely.
Bruh, this has been an interesting since the last time we recorded, which was what, last week about this time, wasn't it? Was it last week this time?
I don't think no, we haven't recorded since not even last month. No. Last Monday. Did we record last Monday?
Shit, I can't even remember.
Time. True. Like,
well, I'll say this.
You're gone.
I know at least by that time, when we had put our last video up.
So basically, to timestamp it, the last time that we recorded, it was right before. It was before the story of Adnan, and we caught it within the couple of days of when Drake put his joint out.
There it is. So now my thing to you, Chris, is this. I guess there's going to be no Drake response.
There is going to be a zero response.
God damn.
Okay.
God.
There's going to be a cease and desist on all bars.
I mean, so what's going on with that? Why is that the case, man?
Man, when the Godfather talk, you sit down, you listen, and you obey the orders that the Godfather gives.
It's like that?
It is like that. You know, when Jay Prince, a.k.a. James Prince, CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records, 1986, Rap-A-Lot Records, I want to say it's the first independent Southern rap label. It's not the first independent rap label.
Right.
But it was so Jay Prince's brother was a rapper named Sir Rap-A-Lot.
Not Sir Mix-A-Lot.
Not Sir Mix-A-Lot.
Big difference.
Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Real huge difference.
Sir Mix-A-Lot was I Like Big Butts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just making sure. Yeah. Wasn't that brother?
They weren't rapping about big butts. Well, they kind of were, but
but it was a little bit different. A little bit more hood than that.
Yeah. So out of just trying to keep his brother out of the streets.
Right.
His brother was into music. So he financed this, started up this label, and his brother, was running it for a little while. Got jammed up, what I'm saying? And, he had to go do, I don't know if he's still in or whatever the case may be, but it's like 25 years. He had to do like a 25-year
okay. So he got into some real action. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had to go in for a little while. He had to go sit down for a little while.
Jeez, okay.
So at that point, James Prince just took over the business.
Right.
And turned it into what Rap-A-Lot Records was.
Well, I'm going to say this. This is funny because I don't think a lot of the young cats probably know. I'm glad you're giving this backstory, because I think the older cats, like us up in the building, the OGs or whatever, we definitely know or have heard about this guy, but a lot of the young cats don't know. So why would he be connected to Drake though?
Why?
Yeah, what's Drake, or is he connected to Pusha?
No.
Like,
No, he's not. I mean, he's not. He's connected to everybody in music, in the rap game. Period.
Jeez.
He's connected in that way. Like, you respect this guy. And
why does he get so much? I mean, what's up with that?
I mean, so it's when you come from a street background,
right?
So he comes from the streets and he transitioned into music, and he's respected by so many people because he gave so many people hope. Like, Southern rappers weren't getting signed by New York labels back in 1986.
Exactly.
They didn't want to hear that country rap. We don't whatever. So there was no respect for any of the rappers that were in the Southern region. So he's
out of Houston, right?
He's out of Houston.
Okay.
So he took it upon himself. It was like, all right, his brother had the vision,
right?
But he had to execute it. You know what I mean? He had to complete the vision. So he just started signing rappers. You know Scarface. The Willie D's. The Young Boys.
Yes.
And we could go years and years.
I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star.
So it's that's what he brought. He brought that element of do it yourself.
Yes.
To the South. We don't need them. We'll do it ourselves.
Right.
And that inspired a lot of people. Your No Limits, your Cash Money, your Suave Houses, all these record labels that started popping up.
Wait, so they came up after him, right?
All of them after him.
Wow.
After him.
So this dude created like a movement of, like you say, the South to be respected.
Absolutely. And these are like
major brands.
And these labels are street individuals as well. So it was an example. It was a positive example that you could remove yourself from the negative things that you're doing to the community and give back in a way by, supporting the artists that aren't being heard in your areas. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
He really gave everybody that vision.
Okay.
So, I can do this.
I like that.
And he's respected because of the work that he's laid down and the other work that he's laid down. I ain't getting into that. We ain't getting into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he says something, you listen. So
he really is like the Godfather. He's really like the Black Godfather.
When you listen, when he says something, you listen. Period. It's no
questions or nothing. Just like,
so all of these people, like, he's been getting a lot of flack this week about like, oh, he should have just let Drake respond.
Yeah. I saw a lot of that.
But he knew what direction it was gonna go in.
See, that's something you say that because, or even he puts it out because a lot of us out there, the media, us talking even as individuals, and how y'all are talking in your own, like, homes, whatever.
In your bubble.
Yeah, in your little bubble.
Right.
Everybody wants to talk about this because we do like a rap battle, only because it's alive and it's like, oh, okay, ooh, this is juicy. I mean, it's the next juicy thing.
Right.
I mean, even the past several Breakfast Club, things they're talking about, they're going back, talk about Drake and Push. Like, all the conversation right now
everything
is on that because we see it as something juicy, but what Jay Prince sees is, this is some real business right here.
Yeah, he lived through the Tupac, and Biggie thing. Like, and that, he was involved in that in a way of just advising both of those brothers. Like, telling them, like, look, this is not healthy for the culture. This is not what you want.
So he had the forethought to think.
They had a foresight to be like, y'all are engulfed in something that you two have no control of. The rappers, the actual artists, have no control over what was going on the back end because really it was gang shit.
Right.
It was gang.
No, you said it right. It was gang shit. Yeah. It was right.
It was like y'all have no control over that. So, one of the images that sticks in my mind, that stuck in my mind as a youth, is when I saw Tupac's adolescent, stupid self walk through that MGM and punch Orlando Brown in the face and start stomping him on the ground and
that was
crazy. I'm like, anybody that knows LA culture knows that I don't care. You don't sneeze, touch, push, step on a gang member's sneakers without something happening. So,
but even why was the artist?
Why was he even in that predicament?
Why did his homeboys be like, anything?
So getting up out of that conversation, because we ain't gonna go too deep in that. But James Prince is that guy that's just like, you're involving yourself in things that you don't want to be a part of. Because
he's saying
I'm from that. Okay, like I'm from that grind.
Yeah, like this ain't nothing you want to mess with.
I'm not.
We don't give a damn if you out here making records.
Right.
Good for you.
We gonna come.
Yeah. I got some heat right here.
So he has a slogan that says, "Wow." You know what I mean? Like, if you out here campaigning, one day you gonna get elected.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Say that again now. Tell me that one more time.
He basically says to people, if you out here doing all this campaigning, one day you're gonna get elected.
So if you doing all that talk,
okay, you're gonna get elected.
Guess what? I'm gonna take notice, and I'm gonna say now they talk. Right.
So it's just like people
don't campaign it. Oh, I like that though, Chris. Don't campaign for shit that you don't want.
Absolutely.
That's a good branding thing too.
It is a good branding thing.
We had to come back to that.
He's
don't
smart,
campaign
man.
for.
He's smart, man. He's a like really bright individual. I would say he's genius. In his ability
and Chris don't use that word a lot now. So Jay Prince, the fact that my man Chris is saying you genius, I love that.
Pivoting up out of the streets and doing so, beating 12 federal cases,
right?
And all of those things are, it's divine in its sense, spirit, some spirituality in there, of course, and some higher, intervention, in my opinion,
right?
But like at the end of the day, it's somebody who is inspiring to a whole lot of people.
Exactly.
And that's why he's respected. Why his brand is tight. Like when he says something,
right,
people we gonna listen.
Well, like you say, he created I don't know if it's a movement, but maybe an infrastructure of those to kind of create, like you say, the cash monies, the no limits or whatever. So that is
answering
genius.
Your question about Drake, the Drake question is his son found Drake, Jazz Prince.
Okay, Jay Prince's son.
Yeah, Jay Prince's son, Jazz Prince, is the one who found Drake, brought him to his father, said, "This guy, this is, I believe in this guy."
Right.
And while James was like, "I don't hear it," whatever. He was like, "I don't hear it," but whatever. My son, my son. He invested in him. They took him over to Cash Money, and the rest is history. So the reason why you're not going to hear another response from Drake is because Drake is an asset to a lot of people, and those people know that it's an income stream.
Right.
So
we don't want to go down this.
They don't want to tarnish his brand. Drake is a brand. Drake is kind of like a clean brand.
That's a good way to put it.
He's not in the pig pen with all these other rappers talking about.
I'm glad you say that, though. I'm gonna say this real quick, because
Go ahead.
I'm glad the fact that you say that Drake is a brand, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of people out here that think I'm a brand, they have their own personal. Because there's people out there. I see this on Instagram. They be like, they got 400
followers. You want to get into that conversation?
Well, no. I don't want to leave that. I want to stay where we at. But I'm just trying to. I want to kind of just put a bookmark on the fact that
I got it.
Drake, you're right, is a brand, and he's an artist, no doubt.
Yep.
But he's beyond his own artistic endeavors.
Yeah.
He is an actual brand, and he stands for something, right?
Right.
So I just kind of want to put a bookmark in that, but please keep going on this.
Intellectual property to
exactly.
People. He is an IP to James Prince. He's an IP to Baby and Slim. He's an IP even to himself and his company to Jazz Prince. So all of these people have vested interest in him. So if they see you about to release something, and I do believe Drake had something that made James go like, no, we can't release that because that's going to hurt your brand. And then in the order of operations of thing, that's going to hurt my money. And that's not what we doing out here. That's not what we doing.
Yeah, but that's Godfather to the bone.
He literally says, like, in one of the interviews, and people don't, he talks slow, he talks slow, but he
definitely don't. It's Houston.
They don't have a lot to, certain people just don't have a lot to say. I just tell you what
I'm saying.
But it's
also his accent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's Houston, right?
I think he talks slow so you can understand what the hell he's saying.
And everything he says, it sounds like
when the Godfather talks slow.
Yeah, you like,
come here.
Yeah, you like yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. What you say?
It's kind of like that thing. So you respect what's about to come out of his mouth.
It's true, man.
So when I tell you, he's like, you don't have to get down in the pig pen with these guys. He said this on the Breakfast Club.
Right.
You don't have to get down in the pig pen with these guys. I know how to handle that.
Yeah. I got this.
I know how to handle that.
That's interesting because he's like,
you just continue to be the person that you are, and I'll handle that. So that means phone calls. That means cease and desist. That means, him getting on the phone and with Kanye and saying, look, that's enough.
Think about that though. We talk about Drake and Kanye, some of the most powerful names that in music. There's people even above that, and they're like, I see you got some bars ready to go, but guess what? We're gonna hold on that.
Yeah, we gonna hold.
And you're like, nah, I got some hot bars ready to go now.
No.
People talking about my family and everything, man, I gotta go.
No, you're not.
Nah, we gonna hold on that. You like, all right. Okay.
You just look at him like, all right.
Yeah, I guess
he's
you're right.
that guy.
Wow.
He's that guy.
That's
and
good, man.
His brand is really strong because of the respect that he's garnered in many different industries. Like he's in boxing. He's in, he's obviously an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in many different, he owns ranches, and now he just bought an island off the coast of Belize, and he's doing all of these things like, to diversify his portfolio. So people really look up to him and respect him from where he was to where he is now.
I tell you what, maybe
the integrity of him as a person first, and then that translates into the brand. You know what I'm saying? Into his brand.
Well, I know one thing. He was, a lot like how, even I've worked with other people in the past, when you're behind the scenes a bit. Yeah. At least for a while when you're behind the scenes and then people see you come out, they're like, oh, I didn't even know you did all this kind of stuff. Right. So now I guess I'm feeling that way about Jay Prince a bit, because even though I know at first, years ago, of course, he was much more in front. At least now for the past...
To a certain extent,
To an extent, you know what I'm saying? He's been behind. So now this coming back out, people are like, yo, because I know one thing, I'm definitely want to get the book. What is it?
I think it's the art and science of respect. I'm gonna look it up right now, so I don't even disrespect that.
I'm gonna put some we're gonna make
I'm gonna really put some respect on his name. Okay,
more than needs to be sometimes, but because just to make sure, man. But no, I definitely want to get his book when it comes out because
it'll be a good. I hope it dives into like backstory, and so you can really get that person that everybody that I was in Atlanta. Like I bring it up all the time.
Absolutely,
running around in Atlanta, you talk to OGs that were in the music industry. And you just see how highly respected it is, and they talk about this guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. A lot of the, the Atlanta artists that own independent labels talk about the respect that this guy had, like the respect that they have for this individual.
And he's out of Houston.
He's out of Houston.
Yeah, and it's that real in Atlanta.
H-Town, man. Like it's just a level of respect that he demands.
But see, how many people do you know that even carry that level of respect?
Not a lot, because a lot of people can't. A lot of people don't have the brand integrity. Like they're one way with somebody else, and then they're something else with somebody. You know what I mean? So it's the integrity of your brand. He's the same way. I'm gonna tell you what I need to tell you in front of your face. Yeah. And I'm gonna go tell this person what I gotta tell them. Same. And I'm the same person every time you see me.
I love that.
You recognize me.
You gotta respect that. I see what I mean. Look,
you have to.
A man of that stature. I definitely got to read that book.
Yes, The Art and Science of Respect, a memoir by James Prince.
Wow.
You can catch that on Audible, I'm
definitely
catch it.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm easy to listen to a book than I am to read at times. I hate to say it. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I think he's actually doing the narration too. So
yeah. All
right, we'll check that out. I mean, you really bring in a couple things. How long are we looking?
We need to take a break. Okay. Yeah. Because I know us. We're going to
we'll keep going. We're about to get into something else. So, we'll take this break.
Yeah.
All right. So, the thing I liked about what we were talking about with all that, one thing I was thinking about was Ye. Okay, so Ye dropped his latest album, which was it just called Ye?
Ye. Y-E. Okay. It was called YE. Okay.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we're talking about how longevity is built on respect. Are you trying to build? See, to get respect and trust. I even did a Best Man Made on trust at one time.
Okay.
But to get trust and respect, you got to deliver a certain quality.
Right.
And you think you said it, integrity, brand integrity.
Yeah.
So brand integrity, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about Kanye's latest album called Ye, and I'm just thinking about one of my favorite albums that he released, which was Late Registration.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even actually probably any other album before this.
Okay.
That I liked. And now I'm listening to Ye, and I'm like, see, you're losing that trust that I thought you built for so long. That's kind of how I'm feeling, I guess.
I just felt like it was it was full of empty thoughts, like not completed thoughts.
Isn't that interesting? That's kind of fitting.
Which is,
I mean, being real, right? Just be real. That's kind of fitting of what he's given us lately.
It was a weird space to be in for me, and because I hold his work in such high regard.
Right.
And like literally when you come out with an album like College Dropout, like you literally set set that bar really, really high.
Right.
And then not only did you set the bar high, but you exceeded it on your next project.
Exactly.
Late Registration.
Right.
Which is my personal favorite.
Mine too. That's why I say
personal favorite album.
Me too.
So, and then after that, it's like, it's not like the other ones were lesser than Late Registration to me. They were like literally, everything was good. Like you're introducing new things. You're introducing things that, you know, and moving and shifting the culture with some of the things that you're doing. And, you know, taking from what others are doing. But on this one, it just seems like, and you know, did you hear the thing about like he switched it right at the end? Like he switched the songs up, like right after the TMZ.
Oh, yeah. He added that part in there.
He did the TMZ, and then he said he came back and he switched all 6 songs. Like all of them changed. Like he had
I didn't know that.
He had a whole different album that he was going to release before he did the TMZ, and then he got the feedback that he was getting from what he said on TMZ, and he changed the entire album.
No way.
Yeah.
So these are different tracks that he might even add?
Different songs, different just stuff he had, stuff he did. He just changed the direction of the album. So my thing was this. I was like, you know what? I need to hear the album that you did before this one.
Yeah, man. Really? That was probably fire.
That was probably fire.
Because, see, that's the thing. I think, and this is what happens, and this is why I tell people, when you're creating a brand, when you're creating a design, when you're creating music, whatever you're making in your heart,
right,
you don't want nobody to mess with that energy.
Right.
And I think that what he said, of course, gave him a lot of response, a lot of energy that was directed towards him because of what he said, whether it be the dumbest thing anybody could have said in possible history, but whether it could be that or not, it still messed with his creative process, right?
It did.
And artists are like that, but at the same rate, you got to be true enough. Going back to brand integrity, you got to be true enough to who you are and to what you stand for, whatever.
Right.
That you're releasing honest, trustworthy material that you get from that artist.
Absolutely.
Not what you get after you've been affected
by something.
Right. You look, man, this is the world, right? You put if you say some things publicly, there might be some things people might come back to me and say, man, you should have said it this way or whatever.
You should have said this. You should have said that.
Right.
And if you go back in and change things about yourself to accommodate or appease the people that are saying those things about you, you just shifted your brand.
There you
just
go.
Shifted it. Like
you've completely now lost some of that trust.
Kanye is like, bruh, like, okay, you was the college dropout. You was the dude on there, the Black Righteousness songs, and you was like, you was this, that, right? Jesus Walks, all this stuff.
Jesus Walks, right?
You know what I mean? You this guy.
But
now we've gotten to a point where you're the headline guy.
Ooh.
Say
it ain't so, Chris.
You're the headline guy?
God.
You're the hot take headline guy? Now,
that's
you used to have hot takes back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they were, like, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That was, jeez. Yeah,
you know
we were like, boom, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Live TV. Okay,
right.
Cool.
Okay,
so he's always had that in him.
Jeez.
And I get the whole thing about being bipolar and,
Is he, though? Is he? Did he ever say he was? I remember he said he was on meds.
This is what I think.
This
is honestly what I think. I can't say bipolar. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, no, he's not, because I don't know him.
Yeah, right.
But I know when you go through traumatic experiences,
okay,
like your mother passing away,
right,
and you know,
and both our fathers have passed away
absolutely.
in our lifetime, right?
And imagine, so you take that energy, that energy that you had at the time, and imagine if you had to get through that in the public eye,
right? Dude, that changes the whole game.
That changes the whole game because for me, I just wanted to be to myself. I didn't want to be around a whole lot of people.
Dude, I'm telling you, the next 3 years of my life after that, I can't even tell you what they were.
Me either.
I mean, it's a complete blur.
Yeah,
because you're just going through life like, okay, you know, I'm trying to deal with this.
And if you don't sit down and process that, or talk to people that can help you process that and work through those emotions that you're feeling, it's just going to bottle up. And when it bottles up, it's going to turn into where he's at now. So whether that's bipolar or not, I don't know. Maybe he is bipolar. But at the end of the day, I know something is affecting you to have your thoughts shift in such a way that's just like a total 180 from who you introduced us to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm really confused behind that. I'm confused behind that for a lot of reasons. I get what you're saying, but see, this is the thing. And we're going to talk about this in another episode, I know, but words mean a lot to me.
They mean a whole lot.
If you say bipolar, there are people out there that are really bipolar. Yeah, and they really have to deal with that. Yeah. And they have to take medication for that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're saying that because you made a bonehead statement,
right,
that's some bullshit.
That's some BS.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't need you to come out into the world and say, oh, I said that, but I'm bipolar. And they, okay, well, you know, mental health is a big thing.
Excuse.
Yeah, it's excuse. No, bro, no. Look, there's a lot of people out there that say, look, a lot of intelligent people on a daily, like I said, there's probably some things. Look, on one of my last episodes, I made a joke at the very beginning, and I don't know if people caught it as a joke. Well, it wasn't a joke. It was kind of like a half honest thing when I said, you know, make sure you look and see if somebody has a ring.
Yeah.
And if they don't, well, you know, it's cool. But if they have, I said if they do have a ring,
yeah,
they might not be happy still, so you might still have a chance. I mean, and I'm being real with it because I've known people to say,
I chuckled at that one. That was funny.
It's a funny thing, but at the same time, it was a half joke, half truth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, to me, if I were telling guys out there, don't approach anybody with a ring.
No.
You don't even want to deal with that kind of drama or anything.
Whatever.
And you might, anything.
Even
it's not
if
the right
you
energy.
don't want to deal with it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do know people that have actually become a couple while that person was like going through a divorce or going through
That's different.
But they still had the ring. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest. I do know of a case.
Ew.
I know, but it's real though. I'm just being real. I know
real.
somebody that said I met the man of my dreams while I was going through a divorce.
Ooh.
And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
And he had the balls to holler when she had a ring on still. So but my point is this.
Bold.
Yeah, there's things that you might say that you might look back on and say, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that way or whatever.
Right.
I think people just didn't know a way to address what I was saying, but it was really more so in jest, even though it does have some truth behind it.
Right.
I think that again, what I'm saying about brand integrity with this last album by Kanye is the bipolar part just screwed me up, man. I'll be honest. That's the first thing that messed me up.
Okay.
What was it? I hate being bipolar. It's awesome. Whatever. I forgot how
it's
something like that.
Hold on, let me see.
It's something like that. And I was just to that degree of, and I've never heard him mention the word bipolar ever. I heard him mention.
So I thought it was ironic that the first song on the album was called "I Thought About Killing You."
Yeah.
And it's.
Yeah.
You kind of did kill yourself.
Oh, you did, but see, yeah,
you killed your brand. Okay, you're killing. Well,
ooh, there you go.
Okay,
there you go, Chris.
That's what you did.
Come on with it.
You killed your brand.
You killed your brand. You kind of did, bro.
You killed the brand that now you may have a whole new slew of new customers with this new brand that you're presenting or whatever.
Ooh,
with this
that's
new
interesting.
Look.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's interesting.
Rebranding. Okay,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe so.
Like so I thought about
maybe he has new intentions.
Didn't think about
where he's trying to go.
did kill. You killed it for me because now it's like,
man.
Now I have no expectations of you making anything that's worth listening to moving forward. And that
I'm not excited.
And that was never the case.
See,
the thing about it is, Jay-Z's made a whack album. I will say it. That Magna Carta album was not.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like that album, you literally put that in the toilet and just flush it. Like I don't ever need to hear that album again.
Oh my God!
But
I got something with that.
Okay.
I got some real quick with that.
Okay.
And I think it still relates to what you said about Jay-Z's album. Me and my wife were looking at pictures the other day, and it was a picture of Jay-Z with Beyonce, and they were smiling or something.
Yeah.
And I said, the bad thing about it is now anytime I see y'all together, all I think about is the infidelity. And that's bad because I could care less. But I'm saying about branding, I felt like his whole image and everything. This is what's crazy, right? That's what's so crazy about the whole picture, right? Let me see if I put this together.
Yeah, iron it out.
I'm trying to iron it out in my head. It's one of these things that when you're putting your brand out there publicly, every day, constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, we rocking the crown. We always will be rocking the crown.
Boom.
But when you're putting it out there publicly to the people and from your personal life, right?
Right.
So when you now have all this with Beyonce. And everybody's like, oh, okay, Jay-Z, hardcore rapper, used to be in the streets, whatever. Like, he still has his credit. But then when he does that whole cheating thing, and then you see him trying to make up for it. And it's just funny how the brand changed from Jay-Z the rapper and Jay-Z the hardcore, kind of guy to being like now this a father and a husband that cheated.
Right. And
his image now is lower.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say?
It's not. It's
in a way.
Sometimes
it's interesting how that happens.
You have to rebrand to kind of, kill the person off that you are to grow into who you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like some brands need to evolve. Some brands have to evolve to a point to where it's a little bit more mature. And Jay-Z's brand was kind of like, I'm this immature guy. I'm whatever. I'm fucking everything walking, that kind of guy.
Right,
he was that kind of guy, misogynist or whatever.
Okay.
So I have to shift that narrative, which he did on 444, to more of a I'm not really there anymore. I'm here. I'm entrepreneur Jay. I'm a father Jay. I'm that. So he had to shift it, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact that we remember.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
with that, Chris. That's a good point.
And it's a different. So that's, to me, it's a similar shift. But I feel like Kanye is doing it, and he's hurting his brand. It's helping Jay.
Ooh.
If you think about it, the rebrand for Jay is helping him. He's getting in more circles and with business. He's growing title. He's growing.
Come on, Chris.
Rock Nation. He's growing Rock Nation Sports.
Look at
so
him.
He's getting into arenas that old Jay-Z.
Right.
He wouldn't be able to exist in the industry like that.
That's
so you're shifting your consciousness.
Bruh.
Yeah, you're shifting your consciousness to actually be in this circle with these people. Kanye literally just wants to be the TMZ guy, I guess, or the guy that's just doing what. He's not. He's not the brand that we would expect him to be at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's really unfortunate, man.
It's unfortunate. It is, man.
Unless he kind of gets in here and this is a weird space to be in. That's why I say people shouldn't rush into being celebrity and shouldn't rush into being a brand yet.
No,
because you got to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At one time I can even say, and I'm only putting this in a relatable way because I want y'all to understand, man. Even with Let's Get Made,
like a tiger skin, okay.
Like
Pusha said, okay.
You hear that? Good God.
Okay.
You got to earn your stripes like a tiger skin. I mean, it's true though. I mean, I do see how, any given moment, you have to find a place where you fit, right? You have to find a place that defines you and can create and can help grow your brand. And if you go against that, and I felt like what you're saying is that because the whole album, first of all, it was 7 tracks. I get that people don't look. For me personally, this is my thing. I get streaming as a new world. I get it.
Yeah.
I want you to still come I want you to still come with the same, integrity, the same way you would come at any other album as an artist.
Right.
Don't get to the point where they streaming anyway now, so the money ain't there. Why am I gonna put all this out there? I get it.
Right.
But it's kind of like saying the same thing. I mean, everybody makes shirts, so you know what? I'm just gonna make a less quality shirt.
I'm just gonna make a less quality shirt.
That's bullshit.
It's BS. Man.
Anything I'm gonna put out, when I put, that's why that's why I take our time. When we put out something, it's gotta be fire.
It's gotta be dope.
You know what I mean? Or it's something behind I could say, I have a message behind this.
That's right.
That's
right. You put your integrity on the line every time you release a product.
Boom. Did y'all hear that? You put your integrity on the line every time you release a product. I don't care if y'all talking about music, art, hell, anything you put out there. That's why I send people up there posting every day or 4 or 5 times a day.
You ever downloaded an app and was like, oh, that looked like a cool app.
Right.
You play with it for like a couple minutes and you like,
man, what the hell is this?
So then you get it up off your phone, and then every time you see that,
bruh,
you recognize that as, that was that trash.
That's it.
And if they create something else, you're going to be like, nah, that's trash. I don't want it. So brand integrity and brand identity is really important. is super important.
Absolutely.
So what he has done to me is like literally when I see Kanye West coming out with a new album, you like trash.
Damn.
You like it's gonna be trash.
Well, you saying like that's how you gonna feel now?
Yeah,
going forward.
moving forward
because of this.
Because of how you're representing yourself now.
Right.
By how you're carrying your brand now and the things that you're doing now. People are buying. So
my guy OTC.
Literally, like I don't respect the guy that is just taking advantage of media hot takes.
There you go.
And just trying to like, you know, do. I hate to be political.
Chris.
I hate to be, but he's literally the Donald Trump of music right now to me. Okay. Like, okay. Like I'm gonna say whatever.
Yeah.
And I know that was hard.
No. That's. But I feel where you coming from.
How do I? How
I get where you coming from.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a. I don't.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
we don't.
But if you can
understand
the process, I get what you're trying to say.
What he's doing is similar.
Right.
I'm gonna say crazy things.
Yeah, to kind of excite. Y'all are going to incite things.
Yeah, y'all are gonna come check me out. I'm gonna sell merch. You know what I mean? No matter how cheap the merch is.
You know what? That's my issue, though. That's my issue with a lot of this. Not only in music, YouTube world, or anything.
Part, Mac, he's making money.
It works for a lot of people.
It's working for him.
But here's the thing. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to say, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to look in the mirror, or not even look in the mirror. You just got to know in your heart, hey, look, man, am I being my best man made? Am I really leaving?
This is a microcosm,
you know what I'm saying?
Of what's going to happen in the future. Like,
yeah, man.
Right now, he's looking at it as the here and now. He's like, right now, I can make this amount of money and I can do like, and this is just in general. If right now you're like, I can make this amount of money, but I got to push this product that doesn't necessarily align with my morals or anything that I stand for, but it's going to make me money now.
Okay, boom. Now that you say that,
I
got to get into this. So me and Chris, you know, we did have the opportunity to talk about a particular brand.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, you know, we discussed it for about a good only 5 minutes. Yeah. And we said, nope. This does not align with our brand.
It does not.
Now listen, we don't get about 500 views on this daggone video. I mean, you don't get hardly anything, but the fact that you know from a very beginning what you stand for, you got to stay behind that, man. Because at the end of the day, between now and the time we hit 1 million,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Which, trust me, we will get there.
We're gonna get there.
But I'm telling you, between now and then, you still gotta be able to look back and say we were still on point back then.
Yeah, and the people that were there at 500,
giving you the quality, right?
The people that were there at 500 are gonna be like, oh man, they some stand-up guys.
Exactly.
They didn't do anything that was out of character, out of pocket.
I'm telling you,
everything when you're starting a brand, or you're thinking about starting a brand, or you believe that you are a brand.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know in the fitness world, a lot of these trainers and a lot of these physique models and stuff, they consider themselves brand or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, you know, so that you position yourself a certain way or whatever. But what you have to be cognizant of is that how you start and how people view you when you start it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't be the same, but the brand and everything that you stand for at its core should be the same.
I agree. I'm so glad you said that, man. Yeah. That is so important because I'm just telling y'all this from going forward. I mean, you know, we having fun out here, but at the same rate, we trying to give you something you can take back.
Give you some knowledge.
And you got to drop some gems on them, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to add something in on that, Chris. Let me pull back up on my notes real quick.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we're talking about this whole thing. We're talking about longevity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Within a brand.
Yeah.
I want to say something. I mentioned this in one of my videos before, the whole Puma Adidas story. I'm going to kind of just paraphrase and just really caps that out real fast. But, and I said this before, there's a reason why I don't wear Pumas.
Okay.
The reason why I don't wear Pumas is because at the beginning you had Adidas. No, let's take it back. You had Adi Dassler.
Okay.
Whose brother was Rudolf Dassler, right? They were two brothers.
Right.
And this is coming up in the time of Nazi Germany. You know, they were out there. And actually both brands end up connecting to the whole Nazi brand. Not brand, I'm sorry. Nazi.
No, it was a brand. You said it right.
I guess that's true. I guess it is true.
you said it right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just the history of it, right?
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the fact of how you felt about either one, but that's where they were. This is the time period, whatever. Now, Adi Dassler and Rudolf Dassler, they end up splitting for different reasons, and it was Adi Dassler that chose Jesse Owens to represent the brand and to put on those fly-ass gold cleats to run track in.
Man.
And, you know, and Jesse Owens goes out and breaks all these records. And this is to much amazement to the world that he broke. I think he got like 5 gold medals or something like that. I can't even remember. Something crazy. And they were also thinking at that time that there's no way that Jesse Owens would even compete at that level. And now think about this. All of the brands would not sponsor this athlete. Okay, for whatever reasons, but it's pretty obvious what the reasons were. But they would not let him become an ambassador of that brand. But here's my thing. This is why you have to understand where the core of it is.
Right.
Puma at that time was against what Adi Dassler did. Rudolph Dassler was. Rudolph Dassler was.
Okay.
And they had all these differences of opinions, of course, and they end up splitting apart. But this is why I think that Adidas, Adidas, became so integral in the hip hop community because they saw this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, they were all out for, the community or whatever. I just think that they're able to, I think that some brands are able to see beyond who they are as people and stick to certain values. And those values might have been things of change, things of, things of a certain standard, a certain level of whatever it might be, and bringing things out that were first.
We won 4 gold medals.
4 gold medals.
At the 1936 Berlin Games. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is 1936. So the whole thing about that is, Adidas from the beginning, from its core, stuck its head out for something that people were against. The change, the change and all that kind of stuff that was out and about. So I think that when you look at it and you see how much they've been, connected, even though, my Adidas with Run DMC, of course, Adidas did not pay them any money to do that. They just did it anyway because hip hop, they will market things just. I mean, even Maybach. What was it with Rick Ross? I thought that he was like, you must own Maybach.
You must own Maybach.
Nah, trust me. Yeah, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah.
But my whole point is when you know what a brand stands at its core.
Right.
If you don't celebrate that or don't you have to stick with whatever that is, and that lets you know how to build that respect, that integrity. And I just always think about that story. And even though Puma has since changed,
first I'm hearing it,
dude. It's an interesting story, man.
Really interesting.
And I'm really just kind of giving it a glance. I mean, there's a lot more nuances in some of these things. There's a lot more details in some of that. So we got to look it up and talk about it. But my point is, when you know what something stands at its core, you have to make sure you take note of that.
Absolutely.
And so this is why I think Puma just kind of, even though I see what Puma's doing now, I see all this, Big Sean, right? Yeah. And don't be wrong, they probably have changed
the mindset. Yeah,
and that's fine. Maybe they can
rebrand.
They can rebrand. They can rebrand. How
long you've been doing it, but it's
right, and they can do that. I'm not mad at. I'm not bad with that.
I like where you at. I like where you at.
You get what I'm trying to say. I like what people are from their beginnings.
Yeah,
from the root. Because that's what I'm saying. When you somewhere from the root, there's I think Root to the Fight. Even to my Root to the Fight. That brand. Live Fit. There's a lot of brands out there that have been created that I think that in their root they haven't changed what they represent.
The core.
The core.
Absolutely.
And Let's Get Made, definitely, like I always say, is one of those. Even now I'm adding that little vocal from Lita Lewis.
Yeah.
One of our first our first brand ambassador, Lita Lewis, is saying that part at the end of our videos. Now you'll hear Let's Get Made, a progressive lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Brand. And I'm taking it back to the root. This is something we recorded years ago. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting excited about seeing now. Trust me, we have pivoted.
Yeah.
And the pivot has been now to be more collective in media and to really push this mindset. It's a mindset motivation. Narrative is the same.
The narrative is the same. That's what we were talking about with James Prince earlier. And that's why the respect that you garner from anybody is based on your actions and how you carry yourself. So for him, he's been that same guy since 1986.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? I've been that same guy. And I'm not saying that if you weren't that guy in 1980, say you weren't evolved at that time.
Right.
Puma. Okay.
Right.
You have to evolve over time, and it takes you a minute to get there, but that doesn't discredit where you were here. That's still part of your story. But if you can turn that narrative around, that's cool too.
Very true.
But we're just the type of individuals how you see me now is how you're gonna see me when I'm there.
Exactly.
I'm working overtime. I was working overtime at 16.
Exactly.
I'm working overtime now.
My man, it's overtime to the bone.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy, man. I mean, and that's the thing. I think that if you stick to those things,
absolutely,
this is how you can build. Now, I do want to say this, man, because I've talked a little bit about becoming a brand ambassador.
Before you do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to cut here.
There we go.
We're going to come back.
All right.
All right.
Listen, real quick, I want to make sure I put a pin out here. You guys probably can't see this as easy, but this is a tumbler from Dame's Chicken and Waffles.
Okay.
You know, I mentioned in my last video. I don't know if you saw it. Oh,
I did.
You saw it?
I did.
Bruh.
I
enjoyed doing that.
Man, like I
did, man. And I know you said you saw
my fat self paused, like just looking at it. Dude, like
it's that good. I'm not kidding you.
Did they put the powdered sugar on
Well, actually, they're doing a few of them, but I'm going to be honest with you, Chris.
I'm going to request it because I think in the picture, was it powdered sugar on the...
I think it was, on the picture.
I fell out. Oh, my God.
Dude, listen.
Ain't nothing like, oh, man.
Forget anything else you can think of, and I'm being real. I only tell y'all about stuff that's real. Dame's Chicken and Waffles, they are in Cary, North Carolina.
Okay.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
And they just now about to transfer to another location in Durham, North Carolina. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You got to go to one in Cary, North Carolina, because that's my brother.
Okay.
Go out there and check that dude out. Yeah, go out there. You know, we can do one there.
Yes.
We can do one there.
Absolutely.
All right.
You need to set that up.
Bro, because I'm trying to tell you.
I'm hyped.
When you sit there and go through the waffles, you be like...
I'm sitting there like, what we doing Monday today?
Dude, listen, my mouth is already watering. I'm going down this weekend. The best waffle, I think, at Dame's Chicken and Waffles, oddly enough, the best waffle, no lie, is the vegan waffle.
Are you serious?
I'm straight real with you. That vegan waffle is off the chain.
Hey, I'm trying to look.
I'm taking people say when you hear...
Don't do that to me, man.
And Chris, this is his world, but I'm gonna tell you what.
How long does it take to get to North Carolina?
Can we be there? And
I'm trying to think of what I'm doing this weekend. Man, listen, okay, what I got?
If you come, we'll be down there.
Oh my God.
I'm straight real with you. When you have it, and I literally, you talk about crave Dames, you crave this kind of food. This is not. See, a lot of people say this is, I don't know if you want to consider it Southern cuisine or you want to consider it African American cuisine, whatever, Black cuisine, whatever. It's just good ass fucking food.
Man, that's what
I'm being real. It's like you can get. So if you don't, let's say they got chicken and waffles.
Okay.
The next thing I really like is they got shrimp and grits. They got
smack.
Bruh, they got. They even got good ass salads. I don't even know that. Everything tastes like that.
What's up,
bro? Fried chicken and waffles.
Get there, man.
Oh man, listen, there's nothing else like it. I wish we could open up one up in Virginia. Straight real. I don't know why we can't.
I
know the people that own it.
Okay, right. I'm like, you can't get that, can't make that happen.
I'm telling you, because everywhere else you go, especially up here, like I'm trying to tell you, where will you go? Okay,
there's a spot, but I ain't shot. Yeah, you just shouted him out. You just gave him some love. I wasn't gonna give him no press, but you just expectation. You know.
Well, that's the only other place I'm saying that. But I'm saying,
but that is a spot.
But they really stand no. There's no competition. If they had a Dame's Chicken and Waffles up here, I'm trying to tell you, expectation would be a little bit hurt.
Okay.
Because there's no reason I would go out there. That's my point.
I wouldn't go there. That waffle you had up on the screen.
Oh man, listen, and that's just the beginning, boss.
Telling me,
they got different. Look, they have their butters. They call them schmears. The butters are different flavors, man. Like strawberry, apricot, chocolate.
This is out of control.
It's out of control.
This is out of control.
You gonna go up in there, but like, give me one of every damn thing.
I'm gonna try to figure that out. We're gonna try to get there before the summer is out. Man.
Let's please do that, man.
I got to.
So I just want to let y'all know about Dame's Chicken and Waffles, but now I want to get into something real quick. We were mentioning about all this about branding and everything. Brand ambassador, and the reason why I want to bring out brand ambassadors is because that's a real thing. Like what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that say. I remember, people still even shoot this email. I want to become a brand ambassador for Let's Get Made.
Okay.
Here's my thing about that. Of course, we're about to bring out some new apparel finally for you guys. But we better start going hard on that, to be honest. But my thing about it is,
no question,
you have to know the brand, not just wanting to get press or not wanting to get a check. Okay.
Can I say this?
Please do.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Well,
I feel I'm gonna let you finish, but it's gonna be real brief.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is a lot of times because the twins get that a lot. The twins get oh, are y'all looking for brand ambassadors and all.
Right.
And what they're really saying is, can we take some of that shine and put some of that spotlight on ourselves? And that's not what a brand ambassador is.
Not at all.
You are there to service the brand. Now,
exactly.
A lot of times you can try to pivot that into something else, but that your first order of your job
is
to rep this brand and really not just put the clothes on, not this is the shirt.
Talk to him, Chris. Yes.
You tell them.
It's got to be in the heart. No, look, that's real.
You tell them.
It's got to be in the heart.
It's got to be authentic.
Yeah, and exactly. Like, I'll tell you this, beyond just Chris, there's other people. There's Bobby. There's my boy COC. There's a lot of other people, man, that have definitely represented this brand. Baz, my penner. There's a lot of names.
Bryant.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Man. Bryant Castens.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brendan Abadazio. All these people have really always... Shoot, I mean, it's crazy, man. Have always represented this brand from the very beginning. And the thing about it is that's who you go to. That's who you would say,
that's right.
I can see that person being an ambassador. Because regardless of them thinking about getting a damn check or whatever, they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So one thing I want to say about brand ambassadors is you have to really believe and understand and know what it is that you're repping when you come to a brand.
For sure.
And don't just be out here pushing some shit that you don't really care about or you don't want to be connected to.
Right.
I love the slogan you said that your man is connected to. Okay. Don't be out here campaigning if you don't want, what is it like? If you're out here campaigning and one day you're going to get elected or something.
One day you're going to get elected. Okay.
It's kind of like that. I think, let's say, you keep pushing a certain type of message or a certain type of, mindset. One day somebody going to call you on that, or one day that's going to become your thing, and you're going to be like, oh, wait, nah, I wasn't meaning it like that. No.
Yeah.
So anything you put out there, anything that, whether it's a brand you want to be a part of, or whether it's a mentality or a practice or whatever you out there saying or pushing.
Right.
Like I want to say this real quick, man. The women out there and even the guys out there that are just pushing their body as their brand or something.
Bottomless pit of nothing. Yeah.
Get out of that.
Yeah.
I got to be real with you, man.
You know me. Unfollow. Okay.
Like I said, it's like I'm not even looking at anything. Like,
I don't even. Unfollow, please.
Unfollow, man, because
dudes in it. Like I've always told you, I think it's weird for dudes to take pictures with their shirt off in the mirror and look at my back. Look at me, leg day, and they popping their leg and they taking a picture. I'm like, bruh. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, nothing against.
No, Chris is saying everything against. Okay.
Well, let me say this. This to the point. I was gonna say, if you feel proud about what you've built, don't get me wrong. I work out. I'm into fitness. That's good. But you don't have if you're sharing it with everybody, you got to understand. You got to think about why am I doing this? If it's for likes, and attention, man, that's whack.
It's trash.
Now, if your brand, if you say I'm building my brand on my body, y'all already know that time is temporary, man.
Right. A lot of things for me.
It ain't enough to sustain a real brand.
The reason I call it shallow is because you can be proud of something.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being proud of the work that you put in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing, don't take anything away from it. But what I think with social media and the problem that I have with it is that you want other people to give you your respect too, I guess. You want people to chime in on and just fill your cup up.
Yes.
I want you to fill my ego. Let me know how good I look. Let me whatever. And that is whack.
That is.
I feel like that's whack. And it's shallow. It is. It's like I don't need anybody to tell me that I look good because I look in the mirror and I be like, bruh.
Exactly.
You all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no problems on these streets. I don't need nobody to like my picture to tell me Right. And I'm not just saying that because I don't have all the muscles in the world or whatever. But even if I did, I wouldn't do that.
That's my point. Whack, I think that when you really sit back and all I'm saying is give it some thought about what you're trying to push. If you're trying to grow a brand. Now, if you're trying to just get out there and get likes or whatever, then fine, go for it. I hope it happens for you. Good luck. I mean, because this really is. I mean, a million people trying to do the exact same thing.
Man.
But I'm saying there's a lot of other people. Like even for myself, fitness is a mindset that adds with progression, which adds into the brand that we're pushing with Let's Get Made. So that's fun. And I'm not saying that we're the only ones that's doing it this kind of way. There are other brands that are doing that. But please just know what you guys are pushing while you pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Because like you say, if all of a sudden you get elected and they say, okay, you are the body of this, and I mean not to put any bad energy out there, but all of a sudden you get in a place where you can't walk no more.
Right.
What do you think's gonna happen to your
then
brand?
What?
Yeah. Or somehow you just you're
and that's a real thing. Then what?
Yeah. Then what? What happens now? You don't have the body no more, or you can't show you in there lifting 500 pounds. So now all of a sudden, what's left of you?
Right.
So please give it that some thought. As you're building. That's all I had to say about brand ambassador. I had to get into it.
Okay, that's cool.
I know we got a lot of talkative topics, so I just want to. We got to at least address two topics, at least two of them.
We got two of them
because I mean we get to the point, man.
Two in a possible. Okay.
Two in a possible. All right. You know, we ain't trying to take up too much of y'all's time, but we enjoyed it so goddamn much.
Man, just having so much fun today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
absolutely,
been a good one.
Man.
You know, but back to one last thing on the brand ambassador
thing. Go for it.
Like, you have to. It's something that we were, you know, earlier on the day.
Right. Okay.
You said something about along lines, and I'm paraphrasing what you said.
Yeah, it's all good.
Like, you have to put things out that you want to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? You want to put things out in the world that you want to come back to you.
Exactly.
But when I said when you put those things out,
right,
you have to have something to offer to that thing that you're putting out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I love that.
It's like, I want to be a brand ambassador for Let's Get Made.
Right.
So that's cool. You can put that thought out in the air. But once you get here, and if we hire you, and if you get here, what do you offer? What are you bringing to the brand?
Exactly. And it's gotta be to the point that it's necessary or that it's desired, right?
Everybody's always in this take mode. I want to take because they're trying to get with Let's Get Made because they're trying to advance their profile.
Exactly. I'm
not saying that there's anything wrong.
Right. I can understand that to some degree.
We understand that principle.
Right.
But if that is your total intention and you don't have any thought of, oh, I really believe in this brand. This is the brand. This is me. A lot of people say things.
Right.
Like you said, words mean things.
Dude, words mean something.
You know,
Good
they'll
God.
say all of this, but they don't They really don't believe what they're saying, Mac.
Right.
So it's like, all right, you're a brand ambassador. Cool.
Right.
Now what?
What are you gonna do? Yeah. What does this mean? How does this equate for you connecting to us to building?
Right.
You know, because I don't mind you building yourself, but I also want you to help build the brand, whatever that you're with. But absolutely, man. You on point with that one.
Well, we can leave it there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back with some talkative topics.
Gotta give them a talkative topic.
All right, man.
Too. Now you got. Oh, we got to take a break.
No, we ain't gotta take a break.
Oh, okay. I
mean, let me see.
How we looking?
No, we good.
Okay. Well, you had one that I know you felt you like, I gotta address this.
Okay.
So please go ahead and
I will read that one. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
I got it from your man. Can I give his name now? I just give his first name.
Oh, Chris Simpson?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
I mean, the other dude, I mean, I don't look, in the email from now on, I'll just say this. If you do not want us to say your name, just place that in the email. Just say, hey, use the name such and such. You know, otherwise, I'll just shout you out. This is Chris Simpson.
I'll let you go with that one.
And I'll read this one. It says, how's it going? My name is Chris. I live in Kentucky.
This one's kind of long, Chris. You might want to jump. What's the part?
Nah, I'm just going to
Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead.
He started making beats last year. He feels like he's doing a good job. He said his wife and a couple of his friends like the beats. He wants to try to sell them to commercials and other artists.
Nice.
And attract more people to his brand.
Okay.
He said he linked one of the beats in the email that I listened to. It was pretty good. I have some critiques, but it was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm not I don't like critiquing people's art. I really don't.
I understand that.
I don't do that.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I can give you
ain't here for all that.
I'm not here for that because it is what it is.
Right.
So he just wanted to know about starting a YouTube channel. Possibly a podcast.
I gave him some information on how to start a YouTube channel. I gave him a great ass video on that.
A whole
golly.
So we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because all you need to do is go revert back.
Yeah, revert back to that video. Goddamn.
To some of the content on this channel, and you will everything you need to know about starting a YouTube or a podcast because they're kind of the same thing.
All right.
So I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
With music, I will say this, and I say this all the time to everybody that comes up to me about music. In Kentucky, I don't know what the major city in Kentucky is. I have no idea. But for the most part, I know every major city has a music scene, or a neighboring city or a neighboring state.
Yeah, because they're close to Tennessee, which Nashville.
You are close to Tennessee.
Yeah,
you can get to Nashville. You can get to Memphis. You can get to wherever. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always a thriving music scene somewhere close to you.
Okay.
Unless you're in Wyoming, yay.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
We see what kind of shit that puts out.
You see what kind of. So don't go to Wyoming and make any music.
You might become bipolar.
But the thing that I want to, the first thing that you have to establish is first of all, stop playing the beats for your friends, your wife, and everybody else.
They gonna say it's good.
They not gonna give. They not gonna.
That's
give you
real
advice.
good, baby.
Yeah. I love it.
You sound like
Yeah.
Well, in the back, you were so good.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I would say. It's cool that they like it. And
is that Mike Will? I made it. That sound like Mike. Oh, that was you. Damn.
Right. They gonna have you. Mike Will didn't make it if you
Mike Will can't make it.
Will can't make it at all if you let them. Because literally, they will tell you anything. Man, I'm trying to be serious.
Nah, it's real though. I mean, no, I love.
I'm trying to be serious on it.
No,
man.
we are being serious.
I'm trying to get my serious voice on and get this guy some real advice.
No, you're still giving it.
So first of all, stop listening to them all together. You have to play your beats for strangers. I tell this story all the time about me going to Full Sail and getting around individuals and seeing the level of talent that I'm going to be around and seeing the people that I'm going to be competing with.
That's good, right.
And you put yourselves in those environments when you start involving yourself in music scenes.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So if there isn't one in Kentucky, if you can't get to Nashville or Memphis every weekend, go once a month.
Right. Okay. Because you got to get real feedback. You get real feedback.
You need to get real feedback. I'm not talking about pay to play. Don't pay nobody to, listen to my beats and don't send all the there's some YouTube there's some YouTube people out here that slang beats for $50. That say, hey, I'll consult you, send your beats in. Are
you serious?
This is a thing. It's a thriving business. They make money. They make six figures and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's a whole business. It's a whole business model on YouTube for making beats. It depends on what type of, and if you want to go in that direction, fine.
But you need to know what you're gonna get out of that.
You need to know what you're gonna get out of that.
Yeah.
But to get to the point to where you're pitching stuff to commercials, there's a process. Even artists. I will say this with commercials and artists, because it's kind of connected in the same way. Your network needs to grow because there's no way that you're going to be able to get your beats to an ESPN or a Nike or a whoever you're trying to pitch it to if you don't have the network to do so. The music that me and my partners placed on ESPN and HBO and Discovery Channel and all of these other networks that we were on. Yeah. Came from relationships that I built with individuals at school.
Oh, really? So you had to be around some people that are really going to be. That's the thing.
It's the network. You could be as talented as you want. You could be Stevie Wonder.
Right.
You could be the best piano player, the best saxophone, whatever. If you're not in the right network, it does not matter. I'm sorry to say that.
No, that's true.
And
that's true.
Building things from the ground up is very difficult now because of the amount of traffic that is in this industry. It's anything like the same thing with podcasts and same thing with YouTube.
That's true, man.
There's a lot of traffic, but they're growing platforms, so there's also more listeners to get at too. So it's a double-edged sword type thing.
Yeah.
So it's like people will talk about things being crowded, but the platform's growing, which means more viewers are coming, so there's more market share. So you can spread things out and get to more people. More people are listening.
Right.
But you have to have something that cuts through. So listening to this track, I didn't hear anything distinctive that separates you from anybody else.
And maybe that's because, like you said, he's conferring with the wrong people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The circle that you're around isn't allowing you to reach your full potential because they are not giving you the advice that you need.
Let them know.
You need people to tell you your stuff sucks.
Yeah.
Because I've had that. I've had people say, I don't like that at all. We wouldn't.
That's ridiculous because you already know Chris bring that fire. But maybe that's what needed to happen.
And we fight with, and I will say, like, we're not, we still fight with trying to find that sound that's unique and still trying to find that thing that we still fight with that. Yeah, we still fight with that.
Dude, you have created, let me just so you know, man, I know you already know this, but y'all have created branded tracks for Let's Get Made. I mean, like when you hear Best Man Made in my head, I already hear the beat.
When you played, hold on, I was at the house and we got the surround sound with the TV and the subwoofer or whatever. And when that Game Changer beat came on,
I love that Game Changer.
That joint got some low end in it.
I know that game was I only hear it on my computer. I need to hear that
man, that joint got some low end in it. It said boom. I was like,
you like, there you go.
Oh my God,
it's a Game Changer, baby.
I was like,
I'm telling you.
Like, so.
But I think you have created that. You have hit all those beats though. Even the way I end Best Man Made.
Yeah.
That beat right there that's my favorite though, man.
That's
when I hear that joint, I just get hyped.
I love it. I just wish a rapper would have rapped on it.
I know. I mean,
but
maybe
I'm gonna make it happen.
Still do that. Ain't like I own it.
It's yours. We can make it happen. Maybe we can make it. Maybe we'll do a contest at some point.
Ooh, that'll be nice. That'll be dope.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
Okay, I like that.
But yeah, I feel like I mean that's the best advice I can give you. Start involving yourself in community. If you can't get places, the internet is vast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So surround yourself with people on YouTube. Create a YouTube channel. Start interacting with the community on YouTube. Start meeting up places. You know,
yeah.
If there's no community where you're from and you know some like-minded individuals that like to make beats, start the community.
I love it. Do that. Why not?
Boom.
Let me give you another one real quick. This one is from...
Okay, we're going to have to take a break before we do that one.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to take a short break because I feel like that one's going to be a little bit longer of a topic.
You think? Okay, yeah.
Yes, it will be, Mac. All right.
Good call.
We're going to come back.
Yep. All right, bet. So
we back.
This is the second one I want to go and hit real quick because Shaquana Horace shows nothing but love.
Okay, yeah, she does.
Dude, she comes on, she comments every video. Probably 3, 4, 5 times.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Shaquana, mad shout out to Shaquana. Thank you so much for supporting all of what we put out on Let's Get Made.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate you, girl.
That'll be the person that'll be, like, when we do these live things that
she gonna be up in there.
She gonna be right up in the house.
And that's what you want, man.
I want a Shaquana,
like that. Right.
I want a bunch of Shaquanas.
I want a bunch of Shaquana horses out there because if I don't get that, I'm be like, y'all need some real. Sometimes people show up and they be like, okay, who's Mac? Who's Chris?
They sit there looking at
they look lost.
Like, what did you come for?
Yeah, you're like, man, look, if you don't even know who I am,
you're taking up a seat.
Exactly. Shaquana needs this. Yeah,
right.
Can you please leave or let Shaquana sit right there? She's already sitting right here. Don't matter.
Have a good
she needs 2 seats.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shaquana writes us in and she says, my topic is should couples live together before marriage? Short and sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So I'm an advocate of yes.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
I'm an advocate of yes.
Go and kick it out there, Chris.
I think when you can come and go.
Yeah.
You do. How do I put this, man?
You
can come and go.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to deal with that person when, like, okay, so let me just put it like this. If you have an attitude one day, right?
Right.
And you know you have a space that you can go to get away from this person.
Yes.
Because you have attitude and you don't want to deal with that person. You go over there and then you calm down and you come back. So you're always...
you're not really dealing with it together.
You're not really dealing with it together.
Ooh.
You're not really dealing with the
Come
problem
on, Chris.
So I feel like when you don't live together, and this is my opinion. I feel like when you don't live together before marriage...
Right.
Like... Every time y'all see each other, it's like almost like the honeymoon phase.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, because you're right.
It's almost like the honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
it's like
because it's temporary. You know, it's a temporary thing, right?
That's my thing.
You're gonna leave, and I'm gonna leave.
This is the same. I look at this the same as I look at long distance relationships. The reason I don't think long distance relationships are ideal is because, like, every time y'all see each other, y'all are so happy.
Yeah,
you haven't seen each other in 3 months.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Like, try to live with that person for 3 months.
Absolutely.
And then see if you just smiling and happy because. You know, there's cycles to relationships, and you have to deal with the peaks and the valleys, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, so
I think that's very true, man. If you out here just trying to do this thing where y'all are, because that's dating. Other than if you're not living together, so here's my thing. Of course, you need to be at a certain age. Let me first say that. I know, but let me first say that.
Absolutely.
I don't think you need to be. I'll be honest with you. Live in a relationship. You need to be knowing that y'all are going towards marriage. I don't think you can like be dating and all of a sudden in a few weeks or a month later you already living. No. Like, you got to know we are really about to get to that place where we're about to get engaged.
Y'all exclusive. Okay.
Yeah, we are very exclusive at this point.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even, because see, here's the thing. Sometimes people do this. They say you getting the milk. Something like what's the saying? You getting the milk and not the. Or you getting why? What is it like? Something about the milk. And the cow. One of them. I can't remember it, man.
I don't.
It's something, but the whole point that's saying is
right.
If you're getting the milk, why would you buy the cow? Something like that.
Something like that.
And the whole concept is if you're getting everything, from out of a relationship, why get married? So there's a fine line because if y'all are living together,
right.
For a certain amount of time, and you getting the sex,
right? You
getting all the love and you getting all the attention. Then what's going to make me motivate towards becoming your husband?
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm already getting it, if I'm getting enough,
I have an answer to that.
Okay.
Because if the dude has an intention of marrying you anyway, that he's not just there for the sex.
Exactly. But that's the thing. You got to make sure you know that.
It's difficult,
you get what I'm saying?
It's difficult to find out like if that's the case or not. So I get what you're saying.
Right.
It's difficult to kind of navigate and say, is he just here for this or is
right?
And I don't have you're the best man made, so you should this is honestly an episode, okay?
No, it could be.
How you do it? The 5 reasons.
Yeah, you go. Absolutely, man. I give it to him. Welcome back to Best Man.
The 5 reasons you may want to dump the person you with or something like that.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, it's a good point.
I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? But I just know, like, when you don't live with somebody, you don't know those little intricacies that may annoy the hell out of you.
Absolutely.
Those little, and they be little tiny things,
dude.
man.
Listen,
you don't be these big problems.
Bro, listen. Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man.
You know?
I like my bed to be made up.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm being real.
Yeah.
So if I get up in the morning,
say that.
I'm just being real. I'm not saying. Now listen, no, I'm not saying.
Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't be outside, man.
No, look where I'm going. Look where I'm going. My wife does that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I do it too.
Okay.
So the good thing is the fact is that we both do that.
Okay.
That's my point. But if she didn't, and if I did, let's say for example, let's say I did it every day, right? And she never did. It would probably get under my skin a little bit. And that's something small.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I'm saying. We both do it.
Right.
So it works out great.
Right.
Another thing about it is, let me say, like, I'm trying to think of these really, like you said, these little things. Cooking, cleaning, both sides of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's say he thinks I'm not going to cook and clean at all. Well, see, that can't go down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you might be like, nah, look, bro, I thought you were going to be.
I thought you was going
right. But nah, we didn't live together first, so you didn't know that, right?
This is how I roll.
Like, dude, right. This is how I roll. You didn't know that because I'm going home.
Married now.
Exactly.
You whole married now, and he's just like, well,
you got to deal with it.
How would she know?
Exactly.
How would you know?
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Small things like that, man. Like, you know, and it's really funny. Hygiene, personal hygiene.
Right.
Because when you're out with somebody and you're meeting up, of course you're gonna take a shower.
Right.
You're gonna smell good. You're gonna go out, whatever.
Absolutely.
But if you at home every day, how hygienic is that person? I don't know. Do they wash their hands before they cook? I mean,
did he go to
the
gym and then just come flop down in the
on
bed
the couch,
and go to sleep?
Yeah, on the bed. Right.
Yeah.
You don't notice until you live with somebody, and they might sound like so small, but that shit would drive you up the wall.
I'm telling you, and it'd be little things.
Yeah,
it'd be little tiny things, and you know what I mean. Like those are the things that I feel like over time turn into big issues, and you expand them. And if you don't know what those things are going into that marriage, then you just like
now you married, and now you thinking, what the hell did I get into?
What the hell did I do? I didn't know you were like that.
Right.
I didn't know.
And you start trying to trick yourself and say, oh, I can get over it. I can deal with this. And then it builds up, because then you got to think about, after you get years and years and years of that, then you have a kid.
Man.
Then you have a kid that you really got to focus on with the kid.
Say that then.
And then you got to deal with the same mess you're dealing with your man or your woman.
Hello.
And then it's like it's wrapped up into a big ball, and you are stressed the hell out.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. It's
I'm telling you.
It's not what you want.
Let me tell y'all this. I dated my wife for over 7 years before we got married.
Okay.
The reason why we did this because we actually met young.
Same, by the way. About that around
the same time.
Yeah.
Because in that time, now we already knew we were gonna get married. We already knew this, but in that time, in that process, you're learning about each other. You're seeing holidays. This is another thing people don't understand. Seeing holidays and how that goes.
Yeah.
What does Christmas look like when y'all are together? You know, now I got to admit, those 7 years I didn't live with her. Those whole 7 years, I lived with my wife for about, I think,
but you don't
a year.
Have to. It could literally be a year.
Yeah, it was a year. It was a year. But
so
that's what I'm saying.
Thing.
Right.
This is my thing.
Go for it.
This is my thing. This is the advice. If you don't want to do the, before he engages, whatever.
Right.
Okay, but after he does propose to you, I feel like that year y'all should live together.
There you go. I like that.
Before you even get married.
I like that. Before you get married.
Before you even I mean almost before you even set a date, but just like move in now.
Go ahead and do it now, because you can still break that off.
There you go.
And people better understand that. When you get engaged, that don't mean you cannot break that off.
Right.
I'm being real. You are not married until you are married. I'm just being real.
I'm telling you.
Because if you have to do that, then you have to do that. Because I don't want, my big thing about it is this, like I said before, words mean something.
Yeah.
Look, getting married, and this is a good and a bad about today's people. What I mean by today's people, the youth right now, they're really big on not having relationships, and I understand that. But I want people to understand. Look, it's like college. I mean, it ain't for everybody, but at the same rate, if you're gonna do something, commit to doing it, no doubt.
Absolutely.
And if you're even then, I'm saying if you get married and it's you and your woman, you and your man,
right,
stick to that.
Stick to it.
Look, man. I mean, look, it's gonna be times out there that whatever could happen. You might meet somebody that you might think is amazing, but if you are grounded in your relationship, you're grounded in the family that you created, even if it's just y'all two. Stick to that, man.
Stick to it, man. Like there's
always some value.
There's always gonna be somebody finer. There's always gonna be somebody that's this, that.
If Idris Elba calls my wife right now, I'd be like, you know what, baby, I understand. Maybe you might need a weekend with him.
I get it. You're like, I get it. What if Rosario
please
Dawson
don't go. Yeah, Rosario Dawson.
Please believe she called asking for me that you gonna extend the same favor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Come with the same energy on that, right? Don't act like you didn't know what I was talking about before.
Absolutely.
No,
it's just like one of those things, man. It's just like people like to learn about that person.
Yeah.
Like the ins and outs, you have to be around that person.
It's so true,
more
man.
than just a weekend or 2 hours.
People's routines.
In the evening during the week, you come over, eat dinner, then I go home. Like,
I'm telling you.
What's your night routine like? What do you
exactly?
Do
Are you a night owl? Do you go to bed early?
Do you fart in the bed?
Do you fart in the bed?
Oh
all that kind of stuff, man.
That stuff, man.
Not people's personal smells, everything. Because when you out on a date and you come and you go home. And they wash that cologne off, I'm telling you.
Hey.
Somebody, you might be getting up and be like, man, that's a weird smell you got. I didn't even know. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Might be in there, he play video games all
night.
night.
Exactly. Speaking of games, good God, I can't get enough of Destiny 2. You didn't get on Destiny 2 yet, did you?
I ain't on Destiny. I need you to get on that. I don't play Destiny, man. I'm like...
But you a gamer, though.
I'm a gamer, but with the games I play, you know what I mean? Like, I like... what am I playing right now? I'm playing Detroit. This game called Detroit Beyond Human. Oh, man.
Dude, is this the one they jump real high? This ain't the one where they jump real high. This ain't
jump real high.
There was this one game that came out. It was like you're a cop, and you can jump over a fucking building. Like you could jump super high. You're like a super cop. And I think Detroit is a play off of that.
No, that's not. No, Detroit has the actor Jesse Williams in it. And it's it's basically Westworld.
Really?
Fire. Okay.
I need to get on that. It's on PS4?
Fire. Play it PS4. Just came out last week. You know what I mean?
Good God.
It's basically a game about, it's about androids or whatever.
Yeah.
This is the gamer section. I'm going to put it right
That's
up there. That's
fine. Yeah, we're going to go and hit it. We answered Shaquana's
We answered the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should live with them.
You should live with them. Go ahead. But, it's basically a game. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Go buy it today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so it's basically a game about androids.
Damn, they look real as shell, man.
That become conscious.
That's
and aware of what the humans are doing to them.
We need to talk about this.
So they wake
up
on
the episode,
and you're playing through that.
Ooh, listen,
I gotta. And it's almost like a movie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
These people look real as hell.
Good, it's a really fun.
We need to talk about this on another episode, man, because I really do believe this whole thing about AI and all this stuff.
It's coming.
We better start tiptoeing because. Forget all this. Look, people dealing with all this other other issues like Me Too and racism.
If you want to
dealing with some,
if you want to see how the game
Androids
plays,
kicking your ass.
I think the demo is still available. You have obviously you have PlayStation Plus.
Of course, yeah.
If you're a real gamer, if you don't have PlayStation Plus,
I'm a gamer now, boss.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So download the demo and it walks you through the first mission of the game. So you kind of can get a feel for how the game is going to be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on it, Chris.
It's amazing, man.
Let's get on it, man. Let's do another episode about this.
For sure.
Gaming.
For sure.
All right, y'all. So whether we talk a little, whether we talk a lot, this has been Talkative. Holla.